Hello everyone, this is Stuff. You're watching Stuff HD, and it is no surprise that I am a big fan of the Nexus devices, which are Google's branded tablets and phones. They are basically phones and tablets that Google has made that are pure Android, the way Google meant for it to be, and so far they've always been kind of like cheap devices. They've been very good devices, but their cost is not much. While most phones off contrast tend to cost $650 to like 800. I've seen some really close to 900 off contract. Normally, with a contract, you pay $200 and then 2 years. Um, Normally, Nexus devices have cost a lot less. Like the Nexus 7 tablet, which is a really good tablet, it costs like what, $200, and the Nexus 5 phone off contract from Google, you can buy it for $350, which is a great price for a phone off contract. Well, last week Google announced the new Nexus devices, Nexus 6 and the Nexus 9. Now, on the tablet side, they decided, they had a 7-inch tablet and they had a 10-inch tablet. They decided to get rid of both of those, and now they're just going to have one tablet, which is a 9-inch tablet. So it's called the Nexus 9. It rocks a Tegra processor, 64-bit processor. It's specs wise, it should be really good. It is made by HTC. That's something about Nexus devices. They are pretty much always done by somebody else. Like the previous 10-inch tablet was made by Samsung. The previous 7-inch tablet was made by Asus. Now the 9-inch tablet it's made by HTC, and it looks really good. I can't wait to try it. It has a really nice screen. It's got the same screen resolution as the new iPad Air 2. Um, so it really should be a nice tablet. Now on the phone, this year they went with Motorola for making the phone. The last two phones, the Nexus 4 and the Nexus 5, were both made by LG. But this time they went with Motorola. They made the phone that looks very much like the Moto X, except it's much bigger. It's a 6-inch display. Now, even though it's a 6-inch display, the phone size is very much like that of the Note 4 or the iPhone 6 Plus. It looks really nice. Um, I absolutely love the way it looks. It looks like it's a nice, strong phone. And that's the thing. This time Google decided to go like all out with specs. Like they made a phone that's like top of the line. So, and the tablet is also top of the line stuff. So this time they cannot really sell the devices at super cheap prices. Like the tablet, for example, costs $400. But again, this is a tablet that can easily compete with the $500 iPad Air 2. So, you know, you kind of have to look at it that way, I guess. The phone now, the Nexus 6, it's going to cost $650 if you buy it off contract from Google, which is a lot more than the previous $350. But again, it is a phablet, and when you compare it to other phablets like the iPhone 6 Plus and the Galaxy Note 4, it's kind of cheap because both of those are going to cost you around 850. So you can get something just as good, just as powerful, if not more powerful, for you know $650 instead of 850. Um, so there's that to think about, I guess. So at first I was kind of upset about the prices because I'm like, okay, well, it's like they sold out the Nexus name. But then when you look at what you're actually getting, it kind of makes sense. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I still kind of really want that cheaper price. The good thing is that at least with the phone, you're still going to be able to buy a Nexus 5. And honestly, the Nexus 5, like, that's my biggest issue right now because my Nexus 5 works perfectly. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I absolutely love it. And now when it gets uh, Android 5.0 Lollipop, it's going to be like a new phone anyway. So I'm having difficulty because I have no reason at all to change my Nexus phone, but I really want the Nexus 6. but there's really no reason to get it, um, other than the fact that I really want it. So, at least people are still going to be able to buy a really good, uh, phone like the Nexus 5, which is still a very good, it is an absolutely great phone. Doesn't slow down at all. Like I say, there's absolutely really no reason to upgrade. Um, I probably will just because that's what I do. But um, so at least they left that option out there where people can still go and get a $350 phone off contract. For people who do want the Nexus 6, but they do not want to pay $650, they're actually going to be able to get the Nexus 6 on all four major carriers. And you're going to be able to get it with a contract just like any other phone. So you'll be able to go to the store and get a Nexus 6, um, with $200 down and then a 2-year contract, or whatever those payment plans they do nowadays is, that they call it not contract, but those are still contracts, because if you're paying for the phone in 2 years, that's a contract. If you break that contract, you still have to pay the rest of the phone, which is basically your ETF. So anyway, now the sun is coming up, so I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna go to work. You all take care. Bye.